How's it going, members? This is Mike Power, your candidate for E.S.T for the New York City District Council of Carpenters. Um, just want to give everyone an update. The ballots are coming in, but we got to keep pushing forward. All right, we need to get those ballots back. For those of the members who didn't receive a ballot or there was an issue with their ballot, you can call for a backup one. The number you're going to call is 1-800-529-5218. Once again, 1-800-529-5218. You can call between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. It's through AAA, American Arbitration Association. That's the one that's running this election. They'll send you a new ballot. You usually get about 2 days. So if you call right away, there's plenty of time. This Friday, Friday the 14th by 5 p.m., everyone must have their dues paid up to date and be in good standing. So if there's an issue or you think there's possibility of an issue with your dues, call your local hall and make sure your dues are paid up. Make sure you're in good standing. If you owe any money for a fine, a penalty, or something like that, make sure that's taken care of. Otherwise, your vote will not count. And this is a very important election. I cannot express enough how important this election is. All right. Members are calling me up. They're saying the other teams go around saying, Paul's just looking into the merger. Guys, listen, women, members, very important to understand. They said there wouldn't be a merger, right? Then they called it a consolidation. Lies, lies, more lies. We know what their plan is. Their plan is to merge us with two of the regional councils just by taking our money. Not taking our council, just our money. It's a recipe for disaster. I see it, and the majority of members do. But what I need you to do now is casting your vote is not enough. What we need to do is put your vote in, make sure it's in, pick up your phone, find at least 5 to 10 coworkers and call them to verify they sent their ballots in. And if not, you're going to give them that number, the 1-800-529-5218, and make sure they get a ballot and fill that ballot out to stop the merge, stop the steal, and stop the lies. Mike Power for E.S.T, and Pete Carver for president, and Anthony Vincent for vice president. We cannot let them get away with what they're doing. They're putting organizers on jobs. They got busy. They got running around like with their heads, chickens with their heads cut off right now because they're panicking. They know there's a problem. They know there's an issue. They know that their lies aren't working anymore. They're spinning their wheels right now. And this is where we get them. We follow through. We keep pushing forward. That's how we're going to get the work back. That's how we're going to get control back of our council. And we're going to put the decisions of this union back into the rank and file members. Have the rank and file members have a voice, have transparency, and move forward in this industry. We got to stop it. I mean, there's no other word. I've done everything I can. I've invested a lot of time, money. I've done everything I can. This is more than one election I'm involved in this. I've been telling you guys for over 2 years now that they were going to merge your funds. They called me a liar. They said I mean that. So then they didn't know what to do, so they batted it around. These mergers happen throughout the country. Retirement age goes up. Lifetime medical goes away. You guys join the union for pension, annuity, and medical, including your lifetime medical. To give that up, it'd be devastating to a lot of families. People who don't have a significant other that works, that has government benefits or something like that, losing their lifetime medical is going to be a huge problem or inconvenience to them. It's probably going to push a lot of people's retirements off. This business is hard on our bodies as it is. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay. That's why we're going to exercise our right to vote and protect our jurisdiction, our union, and our fellow brothers and sisters. And by doing that, we're going to make those calls today, guys and ladies, and make the call, push everyone, get on your phones, call your coworkers, call apprentices, If you see another carpenter on the train, you see another person in the subway, you see someone on a bus, you see someone at a 7-Eleven, you stop and say that guy, you introduce yourself and you tell them how important this election is to you and how important it should be them. Tell them the highlights. Tell them, listen, we don't want a merger. We don't want McCarran taking our money. We don't want other trustees from other councils making decisions with our money and our future. It doesn't make sense. We know that, guys. It's apples and oranges here. Having them run our organization would be a disaster. All right. But we can pull this off. I know we can, and we're looking good. Okay. But we're not out of the woods yet. So we're going to keep pushing. All right. So you're going to make sure your dues are paid up by this Friday, and next Wednesday on the 19th, all ballots must be back by 5 p.m. So get those in the mailbox no later than Monday. Monday morning, you want those ballots in the mail, headed back to AAA. If by any chance you're sending it late, spend a couple of dollars, overnight that letter. Send it overnight. Pay the $7, the $10, the $12, whatever they want. That ballot, that vote matters. Trust me, members, your vote matters to me. Every single vote matters. I don't want to win. I want to blow out. I want to send the message across the board and let them know that we're not standing for it no more. We're not putting up with the lies. No more covering things up. We're going to hold people accountable. They can't just stop popping up on jobs now and handing out T-shirts, think they're going to buy your vote. It doesn't work, guys. It doesn't. All right. There's too much on the line. Your family, your kids, all this stuff matters, and it's important to everybody. You know, members before us fought hard to what we have. They're they're just sitting back. They're taking it easy. They don't want to give up what they have. They've got the good life. They're not the one out there in the cold busting their ass like my brothers and sisters are doing today on a day like today. But with that being said, I want to thank everyone for their help in this election, and we just got a little bit farther to go. Right, got another week. That'd be we're gonna knock this one out of the park. So we're gonna send it home. With that being said, I ask you all for your support. Stop the merge, stop the steal. Once again, Mike Power for E.S.T, Pete Corrigan for president, Anthony Vincent for vice president, and let's get this election done. And let's keep New York money in New York. We make our own decisions. All right. Thank you very much.